Drew, tell me about, I guess, the announcement that you have.
Yeah, I came up with an idea maybe 4 years ago, after the passing of Gord's announcement of being sick in the last concert tour they went on, and he talked about Indigenous issues, and I wanted to do something to raise money to support that cause, and came up with a product that we're launching. It's the Gord Downie socks in support of the Downie Wenjack Fund, and they're for sale through Major League Socks. And there's going to be three versions: a red, which is already out, a gold that's coming out in January, and then a gray shortly after that.
Tell me about the process, how it came to be. You were explaining that before.
Yeah, I started with an idea. Gord wore socks around his neck in the final tour to keep his vocal cords warm. And it started as an idea where I'd create these scarf that looks like socks. They're form-fitting, and that idea just never took off. But through the process, met a number of people, and eventually came to the Major League Socks guys to help me take it to the finish line.
It's been a work in progress for 4 years, so when you got the final okay, it must have felt good.
It was very humbled and honored to be involved with the family with this project, as well as the Downie Wenjack Fund. I had a bottle of red, Tragically Hip wine that I'd been saving since the process started, and I just had that over the holidays with my family to celebrate finally achieving that goal.
When did you get the idea for it? Like, obviously you saw Gord with the socks around his neck, but I mean, like, did it come to you right then, or did it?
It was, like many Canadians, you're driving down the 400 series highways and you're listening to the Hip and thinking about, what they mean to you and what they've done for the country, and maybe we could do something for them. And I thought about the socks and the scarf, and the idea just kind of came to me. I think so many of us shared the music growing up. We all have different upbringings and growing up in Canada, but we all kind of had the same soundtrack, and just wanted to be a part of that if I could.
How were they to deal with? How was who do you have to deal with? The family, I guess. The family, like who? How was everybody to deal with?
Took, like I said, 4 years, so a lot of knocking on doors, and a lot of doors wouldn't open, and you just keep prodding and prying, and eventually you find a little in here and a little in there, and once you get a warm contact that can introduce you to others, it's a bit of a chain reaction. But the first one was the Downie Wenjack Fund, who showed interest, and of course they have contacts with the family. And then the Major League Socks guys were interested right off the bat, and they're a couple of good guys out of Toronto, Jake and Tommy. And I just kept trying different versions and different angles and approaches until finally something stuck. I promised myself I'd take it as far as I could go, and eventually it worked out.
Obviously, you can understand why they're so protective as well. Like, it's one of those things where it's good to be that safe, if I can say that word, when you're protecting the image of the Hip and Gord Downie.
Yeah, no, we definitely agree with that, and like I said, honored to be able to work with them and totally understand the process and them wanting to get it right, and I wanted to get it right as well, just out of respect for the band and the family.
And where can they pick them up? Where can people pick them up?
Yeah, majorleaguesocks.com, and even locally, Chesler's is going to carry them, and George Facey in Port Hope. But the easiest thing is go online. If you order $50 or more worth of socks, you'll get free shipping, and you'll get a free pair of Major League Socks. Also has NHL players, soccer, and as well as some Blue Jays.